Hey guys, B here
And C.
from USB-C Gaming.
Yep.
But this is going up on USB-C Reviews.
Mine's going up on gaming probably. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe this one might go up on reviews too.
Yeah, I don't know. But either way, so this is the video to kick off Funko February. So there's
This isn't being uploaded for like 3 weeks after it's recorded.
No, we're recording this pretty early, but oh well. If there's an update to my top 10, then I will definitely
Edit that in.
include it in maybe a later video, or just redo this one. But either way, so I'm going to kick off my list with a quick honorable mention, which is the Collector Gold which is a Disney Parks exclusive. Now now this is actually his, but I do have one myself because I was really lucky to be able to be down at Disney at the time of any Disney Park exclusive pop being available. Mine is probably the least expensive one of the Disney Park exclusives, but I gotta say, man, is it cool to have one in your collection.
Yep.
So let's kick off the list with number 10. Alright, coming in at number 10 is actually the standard port from Star Wars The Last Jedi. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie, but I gotta say that I gotta say this, that I did think that Pord was really cute in the movie. I do like my cat-looking animals, and he looks like one of my cats, kind of.
I'm gonna say.
Just saying. I'd have to put a picture on the screen, which if I remember, I probably will.
I think I know which cat you're talking about, and I can't agree that it looks like that cat at all.
It does, though. If it had 4 legs, you'd be like, yeah, that looks like the cat. Either way.
But it has wings and.
Yep.
You know.
But it looks like the bird's equivalent. Okay, so either way.
Yeah, moving on.
Moving on. I really think that they probably could not have done a better looking Pord figure, at least in my opinion, just because I've seen if you've seen the character and you see the pop, then you're just like, that's probably one of the most correct looking pops, at least in my opinion, as the Pords do have plain black eyes. But anyway, so let's go to number 9. Sorry, I have to grab it. Alright, coming in at number 9. This is somewhat cheating, but at the same time,
It's not.
It's not, and that is.
I don't consider it cheating.
Okay, you ready for this, guys? Now, I know that.
Put it up.
I know, hold on.
Man.
I know that a lot of you guys have been looking for these, probably at least just because, from my personal experience and talking to people at like Targets and stuff, they're very hard to come by, and that is the Grady twins. I was gonna say the Grayson twins, but I knew that was
you put
wrong.
that in your mind.
I knew
That's
that was
what I
wrong.
always think of them as for some reason.
But yeah, so the way that it's kind of cheating is that this is 2 pops instead of 1, but one just fell over. But they are the exact same pop. They aren't this isn't the Chase variant, because
They're not.
if it was, I would go online and buy a pop protector and buy a pop protector for a pop protector. Just saying, and
put
it.
Thing?
Probably not, but
You'd make one.
I'd find one. Either way, guys. So, but I do really like this 2-pack. Obviously, it looks just like the characters from The Shining. I do have the full Shining set, excluding the chases. I do not have the chases, but those are excusable. I was gonna put Jack Torrance on this, but I kind of decided against it just for the pure fact of I already had one character from The Shining. So let's move on to the next.
Technically 2.
Yeah, technically 2.
Alright.
Well, I had 2 characters from The Shining.
Do they fit?
Alright, yes, so this one should fit, I would think. Alright, so coming in at number 8, mine is broken and I need to glue it, but that is...
Just put the thing down and put it on top.
This is the Golden Shenron Hot Topic exclusive. I don't really watch Dragon Ball Z, but I always thought that this character was one. Yeah, I always thought that this pop was one that I had to get, though, when I saw it. I do want to get the original Shenron, but he's pretty expensive right now. So I'm hoping that maybe the website that he's exclusive to will possibly have like a sale on him or something like that.
Funimation.
I don't know if I think it was a Funimation exclusive, but I could be wrong. But either way, this is a Hot Topic exclusive. I was pretty lucky considering that the Hot Topic that I go to usually doesn't have a lot of their exclusives and really usually has pretty crappy shipments come in. But they did have 5 of these, I think it was, 4 or 5 probably, and I was able to get my hands on one. So let's move on to number 7. Alright, so coming in at number 7 is a pretty inexpensive pop, but I think
near and dear to our hearts.
I do really like this pop. There would be one from the same exact
series?
Yeah, we could call it a series, I guess. It's not a series, but okay, from the same game, we'll say that I would put at number 1, but it's pretty expensive for me to buy, so I just haven't gotten around to finding it or buying it. And that is Tracer from Overwatch. Now, they did this character extremely well, and I do think that maybe the paint job on mine could have been a little bit better, but that's not saying that every Tracer pop's paint job is bad. So I've seen some really good ones, but the goggles were also nailed really nicely. The thin body that she does have and her big head because of the pop does also look really nice. It doesn't look weird. So yeah, so that was number 7. Alright, so moving on to number 6 is probably my favorite, or my second favorite, I mean, of any Marvel character or really comic book character ever, and that is Wolverine in his classic get-up. I do have the Logan, Star-Lord is my favorite, but I don't have him. Well, I do have his pop, but he's not in my top 10. Either way, so I do really like this pop. I do also have the Logan pop, but
you don't like
him. It's not that I don't like him. He's just not as good as he could have been, I think. But I keep on dropping them. But I do like Wolverine a lot, and I think that they couldn't have done this one any better. So just gotta say that. And now moving on to number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I missing? Wait, hold on. Am I missing one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
10.
Oh yeah. Alright, so moving on to the next one. I almost forgot about this one, but that is the, you saw me remove him from up here. Demogorgon chase figure. I don't know too much about how my mom got this, because my mom actually surprised me with this and the 11 chase from Stranger Things on Christmas morning, which I'll take him out of the box and stuff while I'm explaining stuff. All that she said was that she went Black Friday shopping in a state over, and she went to a Target, okay? So she asked the people there if they had any deals on pops, and they just said they usually would, but they're pretty low priced already, so they don't really do anything with the pops on sale. So, you know, she asked stuff like, what did you guys get in? And they said, well, we just got a shipment of Stranger Things pops, right? And they're like, we just haven't gotten around to putting them on the showroom floor. So would you like us to bring them out, right? And so she's like, yeah, sure, I'll give them a look. And so
I'll look.
Yeah, so you know, they open the box, and my mom sees that I think they had 3 Demogorgons and 3 11s, and only one of each of them was a chase. So my mom just goes, yeah, so they put them out and stuff, and so my mom just immediately grabbed them and was like...
Try to stand him up on his own. I feel like he could stand up.
Okay, yeah, so here he is out of the box.
Never mind, he can't stand
He can't just because of his feet are kind of... Let me see if the camera will show them. Yeah, his feet are a little weird, but he does come with a base that's a little hard to put on. But,
as all of them are.
No, some like Tracer's
put
base
his box back up.
Really good.
It's looking at the actual pop, it messes up the lighting.
Alright, I can just put the box up. Alright, but either way, personally, I like the common one more than the chase, but the fact that it is a chase does make me love this one a lot.
What's going on with his skin?
That's just how he is. But technically speaking, he is my most expensive pop figure,
Really?
But there is one more pop that I do have that's more expensive, which is the escape pod landing pop movie moment from Star Wars.
Count.
But well, no, it does. But
yeah.
I'm just saying, in terms of just one regular figure, he is my most expensive.
He is the best.
So, while I put him back in the box, this one is also one that I got for Christmas, which I don't know too much about. And okay, so here's the thing. I know that quite a few people have seen Pennywise out. I just revealed who it was.
Good job.
No, I already knew that I was going to, because I couldn't say. It would be hard to explain almost without saying his name. But so this is the common one. Again, not the chase. Any characters that I put up here with a chase variant are not the chase variant, except for the Demogorgon.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the standard.
Yep.
So.
But so either way, so I don't know too much about how my mom got this one. All that I gotta say is that she must have gone hunting like right when one store restocked, because I have not seen him out in the wild ever. Not once.
Neither.
Not even with like a banged up box, not hidden behind some boxes. No. I've asked some store employees and they've been like, yeah, we get some shipments in, but they sell out really quickly. Never seen him out in the wild. I don't know how my mom got her hands on him, but yeah, she did. Overall though, I did really enjoy the new It movie from this summer. One of my favorite movies of the year, of last year. Okay, that was gonna fall. And overall, I think that this pop figure was just done almost too good, I think. Because he's got to be one of the most detailed pops that I've seen in quite a while. Not to mention the fact that they completely nailed the character. With the grin that Bill Skarsgård is able to do in the blue eyes. The big blue eyes that he has. Not to mention the crack. I don't know if the camera will show it too well, as you can see, like it's like cracking up there, like his head is almost cracking. Not to mention that he has the SS Georgie boat, and yeah, or I think it was the SS Georgie. I think is what it was called, but I'm not sure. No, I don't think it was the SS. I can't remember. Either way, let's move on to number 3. Alright, so number 3 is a weird one for me, but there's only one from the set that I like more, but I don't currently have my hands on him, and that is Butters from South Park. This is a very plain pop, but Butters is my second favorite character from the show, and overall I really like this pop. I like my entire South Park set that I have, because I have Terrence Phillip, Butters, Professor Chaos, Kyle Stan,
Midberry Crunch.
And Mintberry Crunch, I think, is all of them. And overall, I'm missing sits, but I'm working on getting those sits right now. I have one worked out where I'm going to get it soon, I think. And I just have to order it in the mail. And then 5 more I'm also working on getting.
When you said you were working on them, can we please put the clip of Mr. Music saying, ooh, he's trying?
If I can find the clip...
I'm sure you can find it on YouTube, no problem.
If I can find the clip and I can get the clip, per se, if you know what I mean.
I can try.
Yeah, then I'll be sure to put that in there. But overall, like I was saying, absolutely great character. They nailed Butters. And number 2, alright, so number 2 and number 1 are kind of weird for me because they really should be switched. But number 1 has more sentimental value, whereas number 2 is just my favorite pop that I have. So, what is number 2? Number 2 is Tron. Now, I've seen the movie once, just once.
I've seen it never.
I thought that the original was decent-ish. I never was a big fan of it, but I do have both of the Tron pops because they look absolutely phenomenal, in my opinion. Not to mention that he glows in the dark. He doesn't glow too well, but either way, this has got to be one of the most detailed pops I've seen. Not in, like, scoped, but when you look at the paint, man, the paint, this probably took a little while to design it. Just saying, because it's everywhere. It's all over the place. I mean, I do also like how the fact that his face is pretty gray-ish. Like this, it's a weird tone of gray and kind of like my skin color.
What?
Yeah, see, look, it doesn't, like, hold on, I'm showing him in closer detail. But it doesn't look fully gray.
It looks like a cross between Darth Vader and this...
No, like I said, he kind of looks like a gray and, like, kind of like a whitish skin color. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Yeah, so, like, he reminds me a lot of the skin color of number 1. So, either way...
I think they are the same skin
Tron, number 1, yeah, probably about the same paint color, so... Tron is number 1 though, or number 2, I mean, and number 1 by far is. God, these ones won't. They don't stand. God damn it, they do not stand. Either way,
say who it is.
It is Weaponized Rich again, not the Chase variant. Let me see if maybe that's okay. I was gonna say you can't see him too well, but so. There's not too much to show off on him. It's just kind of like, you know...
He has the most receding... Like, the Rick and Morty figures, all of them, have the most receding hairline.
They all have really good hair, though. They have probably some of the most detailed
Yeah, but it's like
hair.
halfway past his head. It's like halfway through his head where his hair starts.
Either way, though, like I said, not too much to say. He's not too different from the regular one, except for the fact that, you know, he has a big gun and stuff. But why is this number 1? Well, this is number 1, which could have been tied with the first Morty figure that they made. It could have been, but I just chose this one over the Morty one.
Morty one didn't even get on the list.
No, I didn't want to put both of them on the list, really, because there was...
Put them as an honorable mention.
I could have, but I just figured I'd just kind of shout it out in the video. But this was the pop that actually got me into pop collecting. Now, I did have this pop before I started pop collecting a lot, as well as I had Han Solo from Loot Crate. He was a Loot Crate exclusive. He was my first pop, which should have been an honorable mention, but I didn't really think of it at the time of grabbing these.
This was worth not really anything.
Lodian and Star-Lord I had, and Chloe from The Secret Life of Pets were all pops that I had. Before Weaponized Rick, and probably the 54 or 53 other ones that I got after that is all because of this guy. So overall, but either way, I was at a Butts A Million one day, and I was just kind of looking around, and I had always seen the pop figures, but I never really bought them. I had only bought 2, I think, and the rest were all just gifts from whether it be a friends or like my mom or sister. But either way, I was just looking around and I saw him and I thought that he looked really cool, and of course I really liked the show, and I thought, you know what, he's only $10 here, and I've seen him at other places for probably a little bit more, I think. So I might as well just pick him up, and then they had the first series Morty there too. So I got both of them, and yeah. So either way, this has been
B's top 10.
My top 10. C's top 10 is probably coming out the same day, if not the next day. But either way, I'll see you all later.
Before, depending on how I do this.
It's probably going to come out on the same day of USBC Gaming on February 1st is when I'm planning on uploading.
Probably won't come out the day before that.
Yeah. Alright, either way, I'll see you all later. Goodbye.